Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm just gonna be doing a little vlog, a little chit chat, catch up with me. I don't know, just spend time with me. So if you'd like to see my vlog, then please keep on watching. So I had to bring you guys my perfume of the month. This month's perfume is a Dossier. It's a citrus green apple. This is a dupe for the Dolce & Gabbana light blue. I thought that this would be like the perfect spring scent. If you didn't know about Dossier, they have all the amazing fragrance dupes. Instead of spending $200 to $400 on a perfume, you could spend $29. And I love them because they're cruelty-free, vegan, all clean ingredients, so you're never putting chemicals on your body. And personally, they last longer because of the high concentration. So for me, I can layer it with lotion or just put it on by itself. It lasts a lot longer than regular perfumes for me. I love it because you get to try so many different fragrances because of the price point and purchase perfumes you normally wouldn't, like Tom Ford, Chanel. They have pretty much every brand on there. I'm so obsessed. I have like 100 of these. They're always adding new fragrances to their website, so make sure you check back. And they also have candles now. They have unisex fragrances, women, men. Everyone in my life uses Dossier, and I love traveling with them because they're only 1.7 ounces. I'll leave my coupon code for you down below. I don't get paid from it, but you save 10%. And also on their website, they have the more you buy, the more you save. And a lot of times you can stack my coupon code with that. I've been using Dossier for years because I love that it's clean ingredients. I always tell you guys that. And I love that they always come out with new fragrances. So at this point, I think I own like one of every fragrance on the market. So it makes me so excited. They also have free returns for life. You're gonna absolutely love the product, but if you didn't, they do free returns, no questions asked. Thank you so much to Dossier for sponsoring this portion of my vlog, and make sure you guys check out their scents. I'm sure you're familiar with them by now. They're all over TikTok, Instagram. They're just amazing. So I look crazy right now. I'm sure it's not the craziest I've looked on my channel, for sure. But I want to just like catch up with you guys and fill you in on everything that's been going on. Baby is 3 months tomorrow, so it's been a minute since I just like sat down and talked to you. I still want to do a video on the labor and delivery experience vlog, whatever, but I'm not quite ready to like go through the footage yet and talk about that. I've been experiencing some like postpartum depression, and I guess that's probably the only thing I've been experiencing. I think everything that I'm experiencing falls under that category, if that makes any sense. I'm just basically trying to, you know, figure out a balance with having baby now and still doing everything else. Here's baby. You haven't seen him since the morning routine video, which was probably a month ago. So we're just playing with this little toy gym. Well, I tried to fix the camera angle so you could see baby, but it wasn't happening. I don't remember where I left off, but he's in 3 to 6 months clothing. He has been for a minute now. I keep trying to put him in 0 to 3 months, like I'm in denial. It's so tight on him, like on his arms, that it will leave little marks, and I'm like, no, I can't do this. So there's so many pieces of clothing that he only wore one time, and like I was telling you guys last time how much I love the Kite baby onesies and how I stocked up on those. And so I would keep ordering them and they don't even fit him. So he's in 3 to 6 in like everything, even 3 months, like not 0 to 3, but just 3 months doesn't fit him at all. Like doesn't fit his length, can't zip it up. So I think the last time I updated you guys on the pregnancy was the 2nd trimester update. I was gonna do like a 3rd trimester update before I had the baby, but I felt like it didn't make sense. So because I'm gonna do a separate video on the labor and delivery vlog, or like a sit down story time, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna need my husband to do it with me, because number one, I feel like you kind of like black out and don't remember all the details, you know, because of the state that you're in, and also because it's like so emotional. I know other moms understand like the experience, but I don't feel like enough people talk about like how traumatic childbirth is and like how amazing it is at the same time. It's the evening right now. My husband's at work, and his bedtime, like we normally start his little routine at like 7:30. This guy put himself on his own sleep schedule. Like, you know, everyone wants to do sleep training. Before 2 months old, he decided he's gonna go to bed at 8:30 at night and wake up at 8 in the morning. And we wake him up twice to feed him, because the doctor said, you know, he shouldn't go longer than 6 hours because of his blood sugar. So he goes to bed around 8:30, and then I'll do a dream feed at 11. Sometimes he doesn't eat. Sometimes he has like 1 ounce, 2 ounces. And then my husband will feed him normally around like 3 or 4 in the morning. So he decided, yeah, he's gonna sleep like 12 hours a night, and then during the day he only takes 30-minute naps. So he just put himself on that schedule, and this week we've been trying to be like more conscious to like not let him stay up longer than an hour and a half. So even if he's only sleeping 30 minutes, I think the typical nap time is supposed to be an hour and a half. I mean, that's if you're following like sleep training or typical babies. But he only sleeps a half hour, so we're still trying to make it so it's like, okay, you wake up and then an hour and a half from that point you're back to napping. I don't know. He'll nap longer if I'm holding him. I try not to do that because I feel like if you get in the habit of letting the baby sleep in your arms, you'll want to do it every single nap because they nap longer and it's just like so cute. Honestly, in the beginning, holding him like for the morning nap right when I would wake up, it would really help the postpartum depression. So that's why I started doing that. That transition to, okay, well, let me try to put him in the little carrier. Like, I don't know if you guys follow me on TikTok. If you don't, my TikTok is right here. I go on a walk with him now every morning, and the little Artie Pop leopard carrier. Oh, I showed it in my morning routine vlog of how we go on our walk and all of that. So that started because I just wanted to get out of the house, and I was like, you know what, I want to walk to Starbucks. I just need some sunlight. I want him to see outside because obviously LA we don't really get seasons, right? But having a baby in December, it's so cold compared to other months. Cold is relative because LA cold is 60, 55. Actually, this week it's been raining and like 40, 45 every day, which is unlike anything we've ever had. Which I'm loving it, but you know, everyone hates it. Everyone moves to LA for like hot weather, sun, whatever. And the walks outside were helping, you know, with the postpartum depression. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this every day. You want to say hi to everybody? Hi, everybody. You saw me in my mom's tummy, but here I am. I'm a big boy. I'm gonna be 3 months tomorrow. Huh, babies? I'll walk like 30 minutes, an hour, sometimes 2 hours, like if I'm on the phone or whatever. So that's what we've been doing instead of the contact naps. And then he's still on me, you know, like he's in the carrier, so I'm still like feeling it. We're both balding, by the way. He has like this strip right here and on top. Like, I'll put a photo of how he looked when he was born. His hair was so thick and just covered his entire head, and now he's like losing the hair they have, you know, like in the womb, and he's getting, I guess, his permanent hair. I don't have a clue. I Google everything, but we're both balding. Like, let me put a photo of when I brushed my hair out the other day. Yeah, so I haven't been taking my prenatals. I haven't really been eating too healthy. I haven't been taking care of myself, which is what I was gonna talk about too. I mean, I'm just basically rambling at this point, so it's literally a life update. What are you doing, Smushies? You want to be on camera? If you guys didn't know, this little baby went viral on my TikTok. He got like almost 20 million views, and then everybody's been like reposting the video. Genius, Complex, Barstool Sports, the radio station in LA called Power 106. If you followed my pregnancy, then you know my husband was on tour for the last 6 months of it and had to come home early from the tour because baby was going to be born. My husband came home on the day I turned 37 weeks pregnant. And obviously baby was ahead the whole time, so we thought he was going to come like even before my husband came back, but luckily he didn't. So you know, the only way I got to see my husband was to fly to see him on tour while I was pregnant. And I went to 10 shows, and I joked around saying all the time like, oh, he's going to have to listen to Kendrick before he goes to sleep every night as his lullaby, because that's all he's hearing in the womb. Like, they say that they start hearing at 22 weeks, and you know, like whatever sounds they heard is what's comforting to them. And I think my husband went on tour like, I think right when I turned 20 weeks or something, and I think the first time I saw him it was 22 weeks. I went to 10 shows and everyone's like, oh, that's not possible, da, da, da. I could have went to more because a lot of the cities I visited at had multiple nights. Like LA had 4 nights, for example. I didn't go to all 4, I went to 1. And then like Paris had 2 nights, Toronto had 2 nights, New York had like at least 2 nights. So I could have went to more, but I didn't. Like, the whole point was to go see my husband, so I'm not gonna be crazy and be at, you know, every single show. I'll just wait for him at the hotel, whatever. So I joked about that happening, but it's actually true. Baby never ever cries, and he was in the car seat crying, and the first time he was upset, I don't remember why he was upset. It was like either he had gas or like something happened. He just wouldn't stop fussing. Like, he doesn't really cry, he like yells at you, whatever. So he was crying, and Ray put on DNA by Kendrick, and he immediately stopped crying. And Ray's like, it's probably like a one-time thing, whatever. So he was in the car seat, and we were driving, and we were stuck in LA traffic, and he was not having it. He was so unhappy. By the way, he doesn't like pacifiers. What kind of baby doesn't like the binky? He doesn't like the binky. I always try it, and he like spits it out. So we were in LA traffic, and Ray's like, oh, here's my phone, film this. I'm gonna show, he's like, I'm gonna show Kendrick that this song makes him stop crying. So he plays it, and then the baby stops crying. And the whole point of taking the video was so he could text it to him. And then I ended up posting on my TikTok, because I've been trying to grow on TikTok, and you know, they say like, oh, post 3 videos a day, da da da. So I just looked through all the videos I have on my phone, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna post a baby one, because I'm trying to do some mom content on there now too. I didn't know it was gonna blow up. The little baby went viral, and then it wasn't like filmed for TikTok, obviously. You know, it was filmed to text him, to show him like, this baby was at 10 shows, and this is really what comforts him. Like, the last show I went to was the one in Paris, and they live streamed it on Amazon. It's on Amazon Prime. If I remember, I'll link it. But you can watch the whole concert, just Kendrick's part, not the openers, Tana and Keem, but you'll watch like Kendrick's part. So literally, Ray will put that on the TV for him and like hold him when he's like, I don't know, in a fussy mood or whatever. Like I said, he's an angel. He puts himself on a sleep routine. I don't even have a routine for myself. He's on his own routine. And he never cries. He's never fussy. He's just like so happy and peaceful. He's just an angel. If you remember, during my pregnancy, besides the first trimester of having like really bad depression and being so tired, once I was past that, it was like I never had a single symptom. If you watched my second trimester update, then you know in that one I explained how like I was a high-risk pregnancy. I was supposed to have all these things happen to me, and I ended up not having any of this stuff. Like, the worst thing that happened was like I had to get the shot because of my blood type. I talked about this in a vlog. Like, the blood type would basically reject baby as like a foreign something, I don't know. So I had to get that shot. I don't even remember what it's called at this point. You'll have to look back at my vlog. But I had to get that shot, and then also after I gave birth to him, they gave me a second dose of that shot and was like, oh, this is so if you have, or they said when you have another baby, you'll have the same blood type as your baby. I was like, when I have another baby? I'm not having another baby. Obviously, people change their mind, but as of now, you know. So I had like the most perfect pregnancy. Like, I only gained 15 pounds total. I forgot to update you guys on that. Literally only gained 15 pounds. The first trimester, I didn't gain any weight. It was going like down and up, but I ended up staying the same. Second trimester, I can't remember what I told you I lost. I think it was 10 pounds. I basically only gained 15 pounds the whole pregnancy. And then after I had him, I was 10 pounds less than when I got pregnant. So like I basically weighed 25 pounds less. So that was really good. And then I didn't realize like your stomach shrinks down so fast. Like, obviously it took probably the full 6 to 8 weeks for the uterus to fully shrink down. But I just wasn't ready for the stomach to go away that fast. And it's like, I think part of the issue I'm having is like processing everything that happened, because it was such a big change to be pregnant, you know, for just about 40 weeks. And then to all of a sudden you're not pregnant and you don't have the belly, and you're just like dealing with all these changes mentally and physically. It's a lot to deal with. So that's what I've been struggling with. I think it's just processing everything. Obviously he's so perfect, and I would rather him be here than in my stomach, but I'm kind of like mourning my pregnancy and my pregnant body. And also it was just like a really good time in my life, like just one of the best times for the experience I had, and you know, everything that my husband was accomplishing. And I didn't end up vlogging Grammy stuff for you guys, so if you want to see, it's on my TikTok. I did like get ready with me's and things like that. So my husband Ray, you guys probably already know if you watch my channel, he was nominated for 9 Grammys. He had 8 with Kendrick and 1 with Christina. At the Latin Grammys, I think he had 7 nominations, and they won 1. And at the regular Grammys, he won 3 with Kendrick. So now he has 6 Grammys, which is great. But just in general, like, last year was just such a good time. Like, the pregnancy, it was so unique and so crazy. Like, I don't think anyone has that kind of experience. I mean, maybe Rihanna, but just being able to take care of myself and not get any of the things that they told me I would get and not have any complications. I'm just so happy and so blessed, and like it was just such a great experience for me. So then not being pregnant, it's hard because I haven't been taking care of myself. Like I have the mom guilt obviously that everyone gets, so like I don't want to put him down. Like I need like right now I need to wash bottles, right? But I didn't do it this morning, so my husband's gone and like I don't want to put him down and like leave him to play while I wash bottles, or like I don't want to have him just sitting there while I'm working out. I don't know, like I know it's ridiculous. And my friend was telling me like, what's wrong? She told me he's learning from everything, so by him watching you when you have to put him down, like he's still learning. But I don't know, I'm not really there yet, and it sucks because, you know, like when you hit 6 weeks postpartum, it's like I felt like I felt good. Like obviously I'm still having like the postpartum depression, and you have the days where like some days you're crying all day and you feel awful, and then other days like you're happy, and it's hard feeling the happiest you've ever felt and like having this baby that is just so precious, and then also feeling so sad and like you don't want to feel sad but you can't control it. So I think that's the hardest part, because at 6 weeks I was just kind of like in shock, like hold on, like you guys know on my channel I talk about so much of like struggling with depression, anxiety, and like, you know, like my relationship with food and all that kind of stuff. And when I was pregnant, mind you, you know, my back would go out once a month. I would have stomach issues all the time, weight issues. When I was pregnant, I didn't get one stomach ache or a stomach problem. My relationship with food was like amazing. Like I was eating healthy and taking care of myself. I was working out every day from like June all the way up until the day I had him. Literally look at my TikTok for receipts. The day I had him, I took a video in a gym. I'm not bragging, I was just walking. Okay, it was supposed to be helping all the symptoms. I did some weights off and on, but not consistently whatsoever. I was eating pretty healthy, but then when I was traveling, I was eating what I wanted. Like I was on a chicken tender tour. Every room service, every airport, like I had to try all the chicken tenders. Don't ask me why. The best ones, surprisingly, were in New Orleans at the Four Seasons. What you doing? They were the best chicken tenders, and also they had the best gumbo, because we went to this place called the Gumbo Spot or something. It's supposed to have like bomb food. It was not good. The room service gumbo was better. I don't know, that was one of my husband's favorite hotels too out of the whole tour. But anyways, my point is like I was eating healthy, but I still ate certain foods. Like I would track what I ate, but like after I would do a swim, I don't remember what happened, sometime in August something happened. I think I was walking too much and like my shins were hurting, so I started doing a swim, and you burn so much more calories with the swim than you do with walking. Anyways, hi little guy. And so I would have like Captain Crunch berries with the English muffin. The calories are not high in that, by the way, if you just eat the serving size like I would have with almond milk, you know. So it's like I was eating like a normal person. What's wrongy? Want to say hi? He's getting annoyed because thanks to me, I never stopped moving my entire pregnancy. So now, and I walked like an hour a day. So now he doesn't ever want to sit still. Like he basically stands up. He walks. If you hold his arms, he'll take little steps forward. It's like, sir. I was literally having this exact conversation with my friend earlier. We were going back and forth about baby stuff. So if you never sit down during pregnancy, your baby is going to be acting like he has somewhere to be. He's going to be walking everywhere when you haven't even crawled yet. Huh, baby? So basically what I'm trying to say is like I took... Are you going to roll again? Did I tell you guys he rolls? Since 2 months he rolls over. Only from stomach to back. Not back to stomach. It's supposed to be harder. Whatever. Honestly, if you're watching this video and you don't have kids, like I apologize, because I now understand why moms just, like when you have a baby, it's like when people have dogs or babies, they only post photos of the dogs and babies. You know what I mean? But it's like when you're a mom, it's all you talk about. But I think I was talking about this in my vlog, is like when you're a mom, then all you talk about is like mom stuff and the baby, because
It's literally what consumes you 24/7. Anyways, my whole point to my ramble is that I took such good care of myself during the pregnancy intentionally so that I wouldn't get any of those things, or try to prevent as well as I could, that now being a mom, it's like I have to find the balance to try to take care of myself again, because I haven't been taking my prenatals or any of my supplements, for example, and I'm losing my hair, and I weigh 10 pounds less than I did before I got pregnant, which is great. We love that. But like, I want to get back to my workouts, not just my walks outside for mental health, but like I want to be able to do my weights again, whether it's in the house or at the gym. I want to be able to like cook healthy food, and all we do is like get food delivered. It's so gross. I want to make like my smoothies, my protein shakes. I just basically want to be who I was during pregnancy, because I think my biggest fear at this point and what I'm struggling with is like, I don't want to go back to my old self. I felt like I was my best self when I was pregnant. I felt so happy, so confident, just like, I don't know how to explain it. Just, I don't know, I'm just happy and confident, and like, and just take care of myself, like eat how I was eating, keep that same relationship with food. Because I've never had a good relationship with food. I mean, as an adult. Like, I can't think of a time where I wasn't acting crazy. And just be able to work out, find my balance. It's like, this morning before my husband went to work, I left to get my lashes done because I was sick. I'm trying to update you and I'm leaving out facts. It's fine. I'm literally rambling to you. Hopefully you can put this on like when you're on the treadmill and it passes the time. Or if you're doing something you don't want to be doing. But no, so, I don't know. I had a lash appointment before my husband went to work, and it's like, why do I feel so guilty leaving? Because like most of the time I'll take baby with me. Like, he'll go to my facials with me, he'll go to get my brows done with me. I had to put the baby to sleep. It was time for his nap. He was like a little overdue past the hour-and-a-half thing that I was telling you about. I don't remember where I left off. I'm trying to just update you, but like, I thought pregnancy brain was bad. Mom brain, I feel like might be worse. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, because I feel like I'm always in a fog and I can't remember anything. So anyways, I'm just trying to find the balance of taking care of myself and making sure that I'm putting myself first so I could be the best mom that I can be. I'm trying to figure out the times where my husband is at work or he's sleeping, what I can do to get things done, because it almost feels like life is on pause, but then at the same time life is moving so fast. Like, my husband went back to work, so now he's gone, and then like baby is growing so fast. He's been talking since like 1 month, and by talking obviously I mean making sounds and being like very vocal and stuff. And like I said, he's like standing and wearing 3 to 6 month clothing and everything. So it's like, I feel like everything around me is moving so fast, and I feel like I'm in the same place. I don't know, I'm just feeling a little guilty. I'm just afraid to go back to my old self before getting pregnant, because I just loved the person I was while I was pregnant. I don't know, there are so many positives in that. So I'm trying not to be hard on myself. Everyone says be gentle, give yourself grace, but I feel like it's really hard in the moment for me to do that. I'm also struggling with the fact of like, I feel like physically I'm where I was at after having the baby, if that makes any sense, right? So like, weight wise, I had the baby, boom, 25 pounds immediately gone. Once the stomach went flat, then it was like, okay, cool. And I felt like for once in my life, I wasn't starting at ground zero with like my fitness journey, or however you want to call it. I didn't feel like, oh, I have so much weight to lose, and like, oh, I'm so out of shape, da da da. Like, I felt like this is cool. Like, I don't feel any pressure. I can go at my own pace. And the last time I was at the gym was like right when the year started, right? So it was what, he turned 1 month, January 1st. So it was probably the first couple of days of January. You already know, new year, new me. What the? Is the door shaking? Hold on. Am I the only one that feels like when they're home alone, they just be hearing stuff? Because I'm in the nursery, obviously, still, and he's asleep in our bedroom across the living room. Like, it's on the other side of the living room. And I swear that the door was like, the nursery door was like I don't know, I heard something. Oh, and I need to wash bottles because I have no clean bottles. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling anyways because this video is way too long. I can already tell. I'm just on here being a mom, basically. I'm just trying to figure out life, trying to figure things out. And I want to do my birth story and update you guys on that. So I'm gonna have to just push through and get through that story. It's not even, I don't know, I feel like looking at the clips, because if you have postpartum depression and then you look at the clips of like when you were giving birth or like your baby as a newborn, it's just like, I don't know, I feel like it's gonna be very triggering. It's like sad in a good way. Does that make sense? Sad in a good way? I don't know, it's just sad to me. So that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna try to keep the videos coming. I gotta figure out what works. And I'll update you guys very soon.